Welcome back, everybody. Today I got a good one for you. It's the Japanese Glass Samurai Showdown. Wah-ya-wah.
Girl, make that ass move, 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 move. With the fofo, dog with the fofo. Motherfucker wanna run with the nigga with the dog with the fofo. Pity the kid, the motherfucker wanna run with wow.
And here's the test board I'm working with. I stepped off to about 110 paces. A lot of times you see people doing these tests and they don't show you what it is that you're looking at through the scope up front beforehand. So this is the stuff I printed out. I'm going to put my Arkin in the mix. The Arkin's Chinese made. The EP5 has Japanese glass. However, all my Arkins are the LH or the LR or whatever, not the Japanese glass. So we don't have an Arkin today in the mix. I reached out to Arkin, they didn't even respond. Hell, I thought if you had a heartbeat and like 10 subscribers, they'd send you something, but apparently not. So I do want to thank Athlon, I do want to thank Element for contributing, and ScopeMate. Today's not a good rendition of this, y'all. This is my first time messing around with it, so it's probably not the best representation of what this camera can do. It will get better, y'all, I promise you, once I get playing around with this thing and have the smaller details figured out. We're going to test out 4 different scopes today. These are all Japanese made and or Japanese glass. Nightforce NX8, I'm not sure if it's Japanese made with Japanese glass, maybe Japanese glass assembled in the US. I'm not real sure on that. Couldn't get to the Freedom Farm, man. Time has been tight. Mother-in-law's been sick, and so I haven't been able to film a whole lot. And the free time I do have, it's been pouring down rain here in southern Indiana. We have the Element Optics Theos 6x36 by 56. We have the Tract Toric Ultra HD. This is a 4.5 by 30 by 56. We have the Athlon Cronus BTR Gen 2, 4.5 by 29. We have the Nightforce NX8 4 by 32. This is a 50mm objective with a 30mm tube. Everything else is 34mm tube and 56mm objective. What we're using today through the scopes is the ScopeMate S28. This is new. These are made for your eyes. This is not indicative what the eyeball sees through this. You process the footage through this, through the computer, to what you're seeing on the screen. So take that for what it's worth. Film some scope footage today. Yeah. Check it out. I got a promo code down there to save you 10 bucks. The whole thing with all of these scopes is they're made in the same factory. Athlon, Tract, Element, Nightforce, your Razor Gen 3s, those were made in the same company. The company's out of Japan. It's Light Optic Works. They make the Nightforce Attacker glass there. The Nightforce Attackers, that Japanese glass is sent to the US, and that scope is assembled in the US of A. Now, I was talking with the guys at Element. I said, hey, you know, all this crap, am I just buying the same car with a little bit different engine? You know, what is the difference? What sets you apart from the rest of these? He goes, well, they'll all have their own little touches and their own little tweaks to their product. He said for Element, it's all about the optical engineering and the coatings that they do. Also, the features on their scopes are different than everybody else. Element works with Schmidt Bender on their turrets. The car may come out of the same factory, but you have different trim levels, right? You got the Cadillac and you also got the Impala, so to speak. You know, we're going to try to compare these today. I'm going to give you my honest opinion on what my eyeball sees, what my thoughts are on best clarity and sharpness picture that I'm getting out of these different scopes. Which one stands above the rest? So stay tuned, see what happens here. It is the golden age of optics right now in America, y'all. You know, if you want to go budget, Discovery, D&T, Arkin, you get in this mid-grade of Tract, Athlon, into the upper tier of, say, this Element, so on and so forth. There's a lot of good product out there with a lot of great features, a lot of great quality for pretty reasonably priced. I want to thank Athlon Optics. They are the first one to step up to the plate. They sent me that scope for free. It's not going to bias my opinion on it whatsoever. Element, thank you. They sent me a nice discount on it. Tract I paid for, Nightforce I paid for, so I got skin in the game and all this. All right, we got it set up here. That's hard. It's hard to get this thing focused. You're dealing with the camera, and then you're dealing with your phone and whatever. On the middle here, right where that crosshair is, the little numbers down the side. I'll make out the 2, 3. It's weird, there's this fine focus knob on the side of this thing. I can't get it to fine focus. You mess with the parallax, then it gets the camera out of focus. You mess with the fine focus, it gets the parallax out of whack. Anyway, I can read all the numbers on the right side. I can make it to 4 in the middle of those numbers. That's the Tract Toric Ultra HD. The Element Theos. You can tell right now just looking through it, it is night and day. It's pretty damn impressive. Let's see if I can get this kind of focused in for you guys. Now, I had this at 30 power just to be fair with that Tract, but the depth of field in this thing is amazing in comparison to that Tract. Golly, that is really sharp, really crisp. Well done. That background, it's three-dimensional almost. It's pretty impressive. And this would be the highest in scope on the table today. Let's go ahead and let's bust out that Athlon. Let me get a good last look here. 30 power. I can see all the way down those middle numbers at the bottom. I can read them all the way down. Tract Toric has German shot glass on it. You know, it's made in Japan, but the glass supposedly is from Germany, and that's their shtick on that. Hopefully this is a little easier now. This one's mounted on a rifle. It won't be so shaky. I do apologize, y'all. Just rolled up to the crib. I'm gonna get in and start downloading this stuff and start editing for this video. So I want to go ahead and put a little disclaimer in this in advance. This is the first time messing with that scope mate, and I'm sure the footage with the first couple, maybe the whole thing, is gonna be a little crappy, so bear with me. My apologies in advance. Really, you need an overcast day and like a tablet to focus that thing in. When it's sunny and you're trying to do that on a phone, it's next to pointless. You can hardly see anything. So anyway, let's get to it. All right, we're on the Athlon. It's sharp. It's not like the Element. Now, it's gonna be hard to see in this. There's a little bit of blur. It's crisp. Let's take a look at that Nightforce. All right, Nightforce NX8. Yeah, that's nice. This is definitely something you want to do and take your time and set up per rifle. I don't have a whole lot of time today, so I'm kind of rushing through this. First time messing with this camera. It's a little more difficult than I thought it would be. With that said, here's my order. Coming in at number 4, Athlon. Number 3, Tract Toric. Number 2, that Nightforce NX8. And number 1, man, that Element. That Element is impressive. That Theos is sharp, got depth. It looks like I'm watching a high def OLED screen or something along those lines, man. It is sharp. It is really nice. Again, I'm gonna have to mess with these a little bit more. I'm new with this. I'm new with that Element. I'm new with the scope cam. I'm very familiar with that Tract. I'm very familiar with that NX8. Those are my thoughts for now. If you haven't noticed, there's a new chassis there. We got the old barrel and action from Darth Sidious in this one. This is the MDT ACC Elite. I'll be at the farm sometime this week or here very soon. We're gonna see if this chassis makes a difference in accuracy compared to that MPA. Everything's the same, just switch the chassis. So tune back in for that. Hopefully you can get a little bit of an idea through the camera. But I'll tell you right now, Element takes the cake. Nightforce, close second. Tract, Athlon. Tune back in. we're switching out that chassis, see if it makes a difference in accuracy. Till next time, stay safe, stay free. Thank you so much for checking me out. Hit that like, sub. Till next time.
Girl, make that ass move.
That's all, folks.